Morning guys, welcome to another one of my boot reviews. Just put a bit of light on here. So today we're going to talk about the new F50 Reborn, this boot here. So this boot I got last week, day after it was released, and I wore this for a game on Wednesday. So this is the laceless version. Obviously I know there is a laced version which I would have preferred but couldn't get hold of for whatever reason, so we got the F50 in the laceless. My question to everybody is, what do you want in a speed boot? What do you require of a speed boot? So this is Adidas's new speed boot. This is an F50 in name. Is it an F50 in regards to an old F50? Not at all. This is an F50 from 2010. This has got a leather forefoot. It's quite a comfortable boot. I wear this every now and again. I find it comfortable. It's obviously got a synthetic sort of structure to the rear and to the back, the portion of it there. It's got an external heel counter, and this is from 2010. Very comfortable boot, very light. This weighs in at probably around about 181 grams and 6.3 ounces. So that's not a bad boot for 14 years old. How does it compare to this? Well, for a start, this boot weighs 185 grams and it's 6.5 ounces. So it's pretty close for a laceless version. Is it comfortable? Yes. But does it provide me anything special? Now that boot there came out in 2010, which was a game changer. Is this boot a game changer? We're going to discuss that right now. So, as I said, boots are very subjective, and you can have control boots and traditional boots, and then obviously you have your speed boots. Now, there are various different speed boots on the market, this obviously being Adidas's new proprietary product. I love the new Adidas Predator. That boot is absolutely phenomenal. So comparing a few boots here, what else have we got out? We've got the Mercs. Yeah, I've done a review on this boot. This boot is completely overhyped in my opinion, and I don't rate it at all. I know other people do. As I said, it's subjective. I don't think this is a particularly great boot. So in regards to me, for my personal preference, I don't think this is a good boot, but I know that other people do like it as a boot. So what can I say about that? Previous Adidas X Series Crazy Fast Plus. This boot is a speed boot in my opinion. This is light. This comes in at 171 grams, 6 ounces exactly. I know it's the lightest version of this particular boot, but this boot feels like a speed boot. It's responsive, it's comfortable, it's lightweight, really thoroughly enjoyable boot. And I know obviously that you've got the 0.1 version, which is slightly thicker, but again, that's a comfortable boot. So that feels like a speed boot. It feels like it's lightweight on feet. So that's the X Crazy Fast Plus. It's another great boot. Then we've got the Under Armour Shadow Elite. Again, another boot. I've worn this recently. This boot blew me away. Really. It's heavy, don't get me wrong, or heavy-ish. This comes in at 8.7 ounces and 247 grams. It's got a carbon fibre sole plate. It feels special when you pull it out of the box, and when you first put it on, it's comfortable. It feels like a speed boot. It gives you something special. And that's what I would presume that most people want from a speed boot. You want to, You want something that's special. So again, that's another good boot. Then we have this. This is the Lotto Solista, which has been out now for quite a while. So this boot I picked up last year. This boot comes in at 209 grams and 7.3 ounces. Again, not a very particularly heavy boot, considering that obviously it's a sock boot and so on and so forth. But what I wanted to really talk about in regards to this boot is, and if I just move these all out of the way, apologies for this, guys. So these two boots, look at the surface of them. This is Lotto's knit based, obviously, I can't think of what this is called now, this actual particular material on the top, but it's very ridged. You can see, and if I show you in the light of the F50, you can see that the F50 is not a million miles away from what this Lotto has. And I shall try and bring this closer to the camera there. You can see there, they are not a million miles away. Now this is obviously Adidas's Sprint Web. It has it's very textured on the surface there, but again, so is this Lotto. Now, I know this is heavier, but look at the difference in the boots. Obviously, the silhouette is really different. This is a really comfortable boot. I really rate this boot. And after I played in the F50, I was thinking that this boot reminds me of something, and I couldn't really think what it was. And it wasn't until, and that's why it's taken me a couple of days to do this review. And it was only literally yesterday it came to me, and it reminds me of this so much. The structure and the surface of the material, it's so close. It's almost got the same stickiness, texture. This is obviously super soft and pliable. This is super soft and pliable, but obviously you've got these little white dots on here which add a little bit of grip and texture, and again on the front there. It's very textured, this boot, very textured. So that's what it reminded me of. This, you can pick this up for probably less than £100 now in the UK, which I guess is roughly around about $100 or $120, something around that. And that's in my usual size 9. So again, another fair, that's a good boot. So this brings me back to the F50. This boot is, in my opinion, it looks great. I wanted the purple. Purple is my bag. It's my colour. The lockdown, it's a laceless boot. You're not going to have as good lockdown as obviously a laced version. I haven't tried the lace version, so I don't know. I can't give an opinion on that. The sole plate, yeah, okay. It's a sole plate. It's their new sole plate. Their, whatever it's called now, Sprint Frame 360, external heel counter. You've got a mixture of studs on the bottom there. And as I said, I played in this boot on Wednesday. But it didn't blow me away. It didn't blow me away. It's comfortable. It's comfortable. It's very comfortable. On feet, it's comfortable. When you're playing in it, it's comfortable. But did it blow me away? No. Does it feel special? No. It's very vanilla. That's the best way I can put it. You put this boot on, this, you can see it puts you on your toes. Look at the difference in the silhouette. It puts you on your toes. This boot, it's very flat. It doesn't put you on your toes. It's, it's got some spring back to it. But has it got the same spring back as this? Not at all. You put this boot on and you feel like you're in a speed boot. And for £260, which I guess is going to run you pretty much $280+, I want to feel a boot on my feet that's special. I want to put a boot on and go, wow, this is worth the money. this is worth my hard-earned cash. Can I say that about this boot? No, I can't. I can't, guys. I can't. It's not special enough. It doesn't give you anything special. It doesn't make you feel on your toes. It doesn't make you feel that you could really launch off of a standing start. As I said, it's very comfortable. It's very soft. It's very pliable. It almost sounds a bit plasticky, but when it's on feet, it's actually okay. But that's it. It's just okay. It doesn't give me that wow factor that you get from this boot. You put this boot on, or the 0.1 version, and it gives you that wow factor. It feels like it's different. It feels springy. It feels lightweight on feet. It makes you feel fast, if that can even be possible. So disappointed guys on this boot. Very disappointed. I think, in my opinion, Adidas may have gone backwards with this boot. That's what I feel from wearing it in a game on Wednesday. I mean, as I said, it's a solid boot, and if you feel like you really must have a new F50, then, and you really want this colorway, and you can't get the laced version at the moment. I mean, I think they're taking pre-orders for sort of like August. You probably can still get the laceless version somewhere, I can probably imagine. But should you buy this boot? In my opinion, and it is my opinion, and obviously it's very subjective, the answer to that question is no. Would I prefer to spend less on the older version? And you can pick these up on eBay brand new. You can pick them up brand new on various different outlets at reduced prices, because obviously there is now obviously a new model out, and there will be new colorways coming out. But if you are that player that wants to feel that you have something special on your foot, buy this, or the 0.1 version over this, because this, although it has all this new texture on it, which gives you great, better on the ball, a slightly better control of the ball, does it blow me away? No, it doesn't. It really, really doesn't. And there are other boots out there, not the Mercs, because the Mercs I don't think are a great boot at all. I know they've obviously got a new version coming out, and we'll have to see how that is. But in my opinion, I don't rate that boot whatsoever. I think that's completely overhyped. There are other speed boots out there. The Shadow Elite, okay, yes, it is slightly heavier, but again, when you put that boot on, you feel like you're putting something special on. It's got a carbon fiber sole plate. It looks amazing. So when you put it on, you feel like you're putting something special on. You don't with this boot, guys. In my opinion, if you can pick up last season's last season's model, basically the crazy fast 0.1 or the plus, invest your money in these boots rather than these boots, because I feel that Adidas have stepped back with this boot. They've named this an F50. This to me is an F50. When I pick it up, even with a leather forefoot, this is an F50, and this boot I can still put on now and I still enjoy to wear. It's still lightweight, it's still comfortable. Yeah, okay, the sole plate is not that great because obviously it's 14 years old and technology's moved on, but playing on grass or AstroTurf or 4G or 3G, whatever you want to play on, I can still put this boot on and it's still comfortable. It's still held up. It's leather. It's worn slightly on the front, but it's a great boot. this is a step back. Even, I don't want to say about the laced version because I haven't worn the laced version, but the laceless version, yes, on feet it's solid, it's comfortable, it's fairly lightweight, but does it give me that wow factor? No, it doesn't. And that, in my opinion, is a step back. So try them before you buy them. If you can pick up the crazy fast 0.1s or the pluses, get that boot. You'll get that boot cheaper than this boot, and it will make you feel like you're putting something special on your feet. This doesn't. As I said, that's my opinion. Opinions are subjective. Some people out there might think I'm absolutely talking garbage. But as I said, for me personally, when I put a boot on, I want a boot to feel special. I want a boot to make me feel like I've got something special on my feet. This doesn't. And it's and as I said, it's vanilla. It's a boot. It doesn't give me anything or make me feel anything special. That's my opinion, guys. I hope that's been a little bit informative. I've probably gone on a little bit on this video. Apologies for that. If you like the video, please smash a like. Please subscribe to my videos. We've got some more boots obviously coming out. I would really like to get the Puma Ultra 5 Carbon. That looks like a really good boot that I'd really like to review. If you want me to review any boots, then obviously please leave your comments down below. And let me know what you think about the new F50. As I said, I don't think it's a great boot, and I've been torn over the last 3 days since I've worn it about how and what I was going to say. And I think you can get I think the old model is better than the new model, in my opinion, but you may have a different opinion. So let me know what you think, guys. As I said, smash a like, please follow me, and I hope you all have a great Saturday, and I'll speak to you later.